So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload videos. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you all in the next video. Wait, what? You missed the video? What? How? But the video... Alright, stand still. What is up, you guys? It is Zach coming at you with another video. Now today, I'm excited. Max Caulfield is back, baby. Max Caulfield, the protagonist from the original Life is Strange game, is back in an all-new title by Deck 9 Games. There's a lot to talk about here, and I'm gonna dive heavily into my thoughts because I've got a lot of weird, conflicting thoughts in my head, and I mean, yeah, without any further ado, you guys, I don't even know what to say. Like, comment, subscribe, all that stuff down below, and of course, hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload videos. Let me know, are you excited for this new Life is Strange game? So, without any further ado, let's get into it. So firstly, I'm going to kind of insert my reaction to this game. I actually was not feeling good that morning, but I saw on my phone that it had gotten announced, so I literally threw together a stream that is now unlisted because it really didn't do that well, but I got a good reaction out of it for Life is Strange, so here you go. Hopefully it looks interesting.
I swore I'd never use my power again.
Oh god, okay.
2 nights ago.
That's Max. That's Max Caulfield.
I found my friend's body in the woods.
Who? Who is it? Yeah, it's Max. Who did you find? An all-new supernatural murder mystery.
I don't know who I can trust.
That's Steph, I think I just saw?
Or who trusts me.
Police? Was that...
Is dead.
Hey, Connor.
Why?
Wait, who?
Can I still hear her voice?
Is that Chloe?
Focusing my power, I somehow shifted into a parallel timeline. Here, Sophie is still alive, but danger stalks our every step. And only I can investigate both realities.
Hang on. Parallel world?
It's the same as this one, except you're dead.
My god, the animations.
Still save Sophie. If I can solve and prevent the same murder across 2 timelines.
A new Max Caulfield adventure. Life is Strange double exposure. Okay. So yeah, a lot of mixed emotions were going through my mind. So before I actually get into what I was thinking, I kind of want to dive into the facts, into what we know before I get into the speculation territory. So I'm going to read the press release that Square Enix released talking all about this game, and it kind of gives us a little hint on what we can expect. So here we go. Max Caulfield, photographer in residence at the prestigious Caledon University, discovers her closest new friend Sophie dead in the snow, murdered. To save her, Max tries to rewind time, a power she's not used in years. Instead, Max opens the way to a parallel timeline where Sophie is still alive and still in danger. Max realizes the killer will soon strike again. In both versions of reality, only Max can shift between the 2 parallel timelines to solve and prevent the same murder. So that's the story synopsis. Now, like I said, I'll dive into the story in a little bit, but it does seem very similar to the original Life is Strange game story, where Max has a close friend who's dying, or dead, or about to die, and she has to use her powers to kind of prevent it from happening. So, it's kind of on the same beat as the original game, but like I said, I'll go more into the story in a little bit. Let's continue. More details on Life is Strange Double Exposure will be disclosed during the reveal livestream on Thursday, July 13th at 9 AM Pacific Time on Life is Strange YouTube channel. Viewers can expect to learn a plethora of behind-the-scenes secrets about what went into creating this thrilling new adventure, as well as an exclusive look at gameplay. So yes, we're getting a live stream in about a month that reveals everything, or at least most of everything in terms of the gameplay. I'm assuming they'll show off some of the mocap stuff, and honestly, I'm really excited to learn about this game a little bit more, because with the story specifically, there's things I want to know, questions I want answered, and there's things that I'm really kind of curious about. Anyways, let's continue. Life is Strange Double Exposure will be available in 3 editions, Standard, Deluxe, and Ultimate. Players can pre-order the Ultimate Edition now to gain advanced access to Chapters 1 and 2 on October 15th, 2024, 2 weeks ahead of the release of the full game. Full details on each edition can be found at this website. We'll touch on the release date in a second, but I will say that there's 2 bits of interesting information that we can get out of this. Firstly is that, obviously, there's going to be 3 different editions that you can buy of the game. It says you can find things about the editions on, like, the Life is Strange website, but honestly, I click it and it takes me to Life is Strange True Colors website, so I don't think they've updated the information yet, but when they do, I'll obviously let you guys know. But the more interesting information we got out of this is that it says that the Ultimate Edition will have Chapters 1 and 2 released 2 weeks before the full game, meaning they're not doing the episode structure. Now, they didn't do the episode structure with Life is Strange True Colors. They ditched that after Life is Strange 2. So I'm kind of glad that they're sticking with this and not doing that episodic format anymore. For those of you who don't know, before they used to release episodes of the game within like a couple months of each other. So like they'd release episode 1, which would be like an hour or 2 of gameplay. And then a month later, you'd get another episode. And you'd get that over the course of a few months. And as cool as it is, like, being in suspense and just not knowing what's coming next and just, like, gritting it and waiting until the next release, I do like that they're actually just releasing the full game now. I like that. It just makes it easier because, you know, if you don't play the game for a month, sometimes you might forget what you did before, and, you know, people might lose interest, and it's just nice to get the whole experience all in one lump sum, especially because the Life is Strange games are notoriously not that long, so it'll be nice to get it all in one bunch. Life is Strange Double Exposure will be available on Xbox Series X and S consoles, PlayStation 5, and PC via Steam and Windows Store on October 29th, 2024. The game is also coming to the Nintendo Switch, with further details to be announced. So yes, so we got confirmed it is coming out on more than just the Xbox. It's also coming out on PlayStation and the Switch, and of course PC. Now, the Nintendo Switch version is coming out at a later date. We don't know exactly when. They said more details will be revealed later, but maybe that means we're going to see something in this upcoming Nintendo Direct. Maybe it gets its own release date in the Nintendo Direct. I feel like that would be very, very cool, but I'm not going to gamble on that. We probably will see more information on the Switch version in that live stream presentation that's happening in about a month's time. I'm guessing that we'll probably see the Nintendo Switch version probably sometime early next year. That's kind of my guess for the Nintendo Switch version. But every other version is coming out on October 29th, which is really nice. Only 4 months away, and I'm pretty interested and pretty excited to see, you know, what this game's all about, and I'm very excited. The press release is pretty promising. Alright, let's talk about how the trailer looks, because there's one thing I really wanted to comment on. This game is freaking beautiful. They've really come a long way in terms of the graphics. Looking back at the original Life is Strange game, like, it has not aged all that gracefully. It's not bad per se, it's still got its own unique style that I still love, but obviously it's a bit rough. It's from like 2015, like, it's, you know, getting up there in age a little bit now. It's nearly 10 years old. And when we got to Life is Strange True Colors, that game was gorgeous. Life is Strange True Colors is a real showcase for what Deck 9 can do, and I think it is a truly gorgeous game. And then I was thinking, I don't know how much better they can get than True Colors in terms of the visuals. But then I saw this trailer, and oh my god, it looks so nice. The environments look great. I love the key art. Max herself looks so good. She looks like, obviously, I mean, she's older, much older. Well, okay, not much older, but a bit older now. And, you know, she looks like a full adult. She looks great. Everything about this game visually looks freaking great. And Hannah Tell returns to voice Max Caulfield, which was an even bigger requirement. It needed to be Hannah Tell. Her voice is just so unique and iconic to Max that no one else would have been able to fit Max well. So I'm so glad that looking at this trailer in terms of the visuals, in terms of the voice acting, it looks freaking amazing. I'm very excited to freaking play this game. It looks so good. Alright, now we're going to get into kind of some spoiler territory, because I'm going to be talking about the potential story of this game, because there's a lot to unpack when you're thinking about the previous Life is Strange titles. So, spoiler warning, I'm going to talk about some plot points from the previous Life is Strange games that would possibly tie in to this game. So if you haven't played Life is Strange before, you might want to skip this if you want to play some of the older titles. So let's address the elephant in the room in terms of the story, and that's the fact that Max seems to be the only real returning character. There's no Blackwell Academy, there's no Chloe Price, there's no Joyce or Dave Madsen, there's none of those returning characters that made Life is Strange what it is. And I'm of two minds of this. There's two complicated thoughts in my mind going into this. Firstly, it conflicts with me because of the fact that I think Life is Strange is more than just Max Caulfield. The whole first game, all of the characters were integral on making that game what it was, making all of the characters interact the way they did. It made the world feel really real. Not saying that these new characters in Max aren't going to have the same chemistry or be as great as characters like Max and Chloe, or Max and Warren, or even Max and Nathan Prescott. Like, I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is that Max is known for being with Chloe. It's always Max and Chloe. That's just it. And one concerning thing I saw, I don't know the full legitimacy of this statement that I saw, but I did see that they're trying to make this game easy to be approached by veterans and newcomers alike. They want newcomers to play this game because it won't rely too heavily on the previous stories. And for any other Life is Strange game, like Life is Strange 2 or Life is Strange True Colors, I completely understand that. But this is a sequel story for Max. This is a sequel, a direct sequel to the original Life is Strange's story. And I feel like there's a lot of things from that original game that need to be addressed for the old fans to be happy that might not make sense for newcomer players. For example, the original Life is Strange had two endings, saving Chloe or saving Arcadia Bay. Which ending is it going to go based off of? I'm guessing, based on stuff from Life is Strange 2 that was said, I'm assuming the ending that they're going to choose is the sacrificing Chloe ending. Because of the fact that if you sacrifice Arcadia Bay, Chloe and Max go on the road together and they end up in New York. And I'm assuming they just spend the rest of their time together. Like, that's just their happily ever after. They're together, they're soulmates, you know, whatever, they're together. So, this story wouldn't make much sense if Chloe's not in it. So having Chloe be sacrificed makes the most sense in terms of this story. But then that begs the question, how the hell is Max going through all of this without any trauma from the original game? A lot happened to Max in the original Life is Strange. Chloe obviously being sacrificed, Max seeing Arcadia Bay in a tornado, Max still suffering through all of the feelings and pain that she had from that power, like her nosebleeds and all of that. Not to mention Mark Jefferson and everything that happened with him. Like, there's so much trauma that Max probably has inside of her that needs to be explored, especially, like I mentioned earlier, if this story is going to take similar beats from the original Life is Strange. Best friend being murdered, you have to use your powers to prevent it, all of that stuff. If it's going to go down this same route, it's kind of impossible to not reference the original story because of the fact that it's following the same beats. It's doing kind of a lot of things that the original story did, and that's not, I don't have a problem with the game following the same beats, but if it's going to, it needs to address the past. Max has a lot of trauma. This is a very familiar situation for her. She has powers again. It's gonna all come full circle, and I feel like it's important for this to be discussed. Now, there's no confirmation that characters aren't going to return. There's no confirmation of any of that. But I feel like it would be a shame if there is no connection, no tie between this new game and the original Life is Strange. Because if you don't connect them at all, it'll just feel very disconnected. And if you have the main character of the original game completely disconnected in a new environment with no references of the past, I just feel like it will not feel like a true sequel. It'll feel like a spin-off title with that one character. And I don't know how to feel about that. I feel like the best option for them to do here, because I don't mind if Max is in a completely new location, meeting all new characters, but they do need to address some stuff from Life is Strange 1. And I think the best way to handle that is like how Life is Strange Wavelengths did it, the Steph DLC story from True Colors. In that DLC, you had to select which ending you got in Life is Strange when you played it, and then that affects how Steph responds to a lot of things in the story. And I feel like they need to do that kind of thing here, where if Chloe is sacrificed, Max needs to go through that trauma with Safi, or whatever her name was, you know, talking about Chloe, unloading, you know, this is what happened with Chloe, my powers, I had to use them before, but everything ended up going wrong. Like, there needs to be that discussion. Or, if you have the ability to, you know, sacrifice Arcadia Bay and save Chloe, well then, obviously, there'll have to be an explanation for Chloe's absence, but there will also have to be the trauma of Arcadia Bay getting destroyed, and probably Max's reluctance, or probably not wanting to use this new power that she's discovered that she has, because it caused a literal town and all of her friends and family to be destroyed before. So it's literally like they gotta do something with that, because the whole thing with Life is Strange is it's a narrative, it's about the story, it's about the characters, it's about the world. And if they don't focus on that in the way of making it more approachable for newer players, I feel like that's going to be a big misstep for Deck 9. I don't doubt that I'm gonna love any of the new characters. I mean, we haven't really seen much of them, but I feel like I'm confident with their writing. I like all of the characters in all of the games from the past. You know, Life is Strange 1, 2, True Colors, Before the Storm, all of that. I liked all the characters, but I wanted to really feel connected. Because even Life is Strange 2 and True Colors felt connected to the original games, even in the most subtlest of ways. I'm not saying that this story is not going to be good. I'm not saying that it's going to be the end of the world. I mean, it might be in the game. I don't know. But I really hope that they can come together and make this game amazing and make the story something that really feels like a love letter to Life is Strange fans. So thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I really hope you enjoyed. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. All that stuff down below. Hit that notification bell so you can be notified of when I upload videos. And until next time, you guys, I'll see you all in the next video.